Must watch. 5 psychological tricks to make any woman miss you. Stoicism. Stoic love. Have you ever wondered how to make a woman miss you? Whether it's an ex you're hoping to reconnect with, someone who seems to be pulling away, or even a woman you're currently dating, there's a certain magic in getting her to long for you when you're not around. If you can tap into that, it deepens the connection, making her eagerly anticipate the next time you're together. In this video, we're going to explore the fascinating psychology behind attraction and reveal the hidden truths of what truly makes a woman yearn for you. Many people mistakenly believe that the secret to winning a woman's heart is simply about being positive all the time. However, if that were true, why do so many nice guys who strive to always please find themselves overlooked? The truth is, many of these men are missing an essential element of female psychology. What I'm about to reveal may challenge your perspective on relationships, but it's essential to understand. Creating a lasting emotional bond with a woman isn't about constantly keeping things upbeat. It's about offering an emotional journey, a full spectrum of emotions. Women crave more than just happiness. They seek a dynamic range of emotions. If you think about why people get so attached to dramatic TV shows, it's not just because the plot lines are cheerful, but because the twists and turns, emotional highs and lows, keep them hooked. In relationships, this same principle applies. A woman who only experiences the same positive emotion over and over again will inevitably lose interest. It's like eating your favorite meal every single day. Eventually, it loses its appeal. The real secret to making her miss you is about creating an emotional journey. She should feel pleasure, anticipation, moments of tension, and even brief moments of discomfort. It's the variety, the emotional depth, that keeps her coming back for more. So, how can you create that dynamic emotional experience and make sure she misses you when you're not around? The first step is to address a major misunderstanding many men have. There's a common, yet crucial, mistake that men make when trying to make a woman miss them: positioning themselves as her backup plan. Take the habit of constantly checking in with her, for example. You might think that asking, "How's everything going?" all the time keeps you on her mind. But in reality, it places you in the role of the fallback guy. If she sees you as someone always hanging around, waiting for things to fall apart with someone else, she won't miss you. Instead, you become the safety net, not someone she's eager to see again. Another trap is trying too hard to trigger feelings of nostalgia. Many guys believe that talking about shared experiences, like saying, "Remember how great our trip to Hawaii was?" will make her miss you. But this can often backfire, as it comes across as too forced, almost like you're trying to manipulate her emotions. Just like a movie that's overly sentimental, this approach feels uncomfortable and makes her resist those feelings. What works instead is a more subtle and natural approach. By allowing space and creating emotional depth, she will begin to miss you without you having to do much at all. These strategies, while counterintuitive, are the ones that lead to true longing. Let's explore them further now. Number 1. Be preemptive. The first strategy I recommend to men is to take control of the situation early on, long before a woman has the chance to miss you. This is what I call a preemptive approach. It's all about laying the groundwork early, creating a lasting impact before you're even thinking about how to make her miss you later. These are small, meaningful moments that have the power to spark memories long after they've been shared. One of the simplest but most effective ways to leave a lasting impression is through scent. Smell is one of the most powerful triggers for memory. Choose a distinctive fragrance, something memorable yet not overused, like Chanel, Polo, or CK. This subtle touch can become a powerful anchor in her mind. The next time she encounters that scent, even when you're not around, it will transport her back to the moments you shared, evoking thoughts of you effortlessly. We've all had the experience of smelling a familiar scent and being instantly reminded of someone. It's a powerful tool to help keep you in her thoughts. Another way to create that lasting connection is through shared private experiences that build a unique bond. Inside jokes and special moments are the building blocks of this connection. When you share something with her that nobody else knows or understands, it creates a private world between the two of you. These moments become emotional markers, things that only the two of you can truly appreciate. As you help her open up and share parts of herself that she might not reveal to anyone else, you create an emotional depth that she will associate with you. Later, when those emotions resurface, they will inevitably pull her thoughts back to you. Remember, even if you're already well into a relationship or trying to rekindle something that has faded, these strategies can still work. For instance, introducing a new cologne, even to an ex, can help shift her emotional recollections and reshape her memory of you. By taking charge early and setting these subtle but powerful emotional anchors, you are laying the groundwork for making her miss you without her even realizing it. Number 2. End on a high note. Understanding the power of leaving a conversation on a high note is crucial, especially when you're trying to reconnect with a woman, whether it's an ex or someone you're looking to reignite a spark with. Many men make the mistake of overstaying their welcome when a woman reaches out positively, whether it's through a text, a phone call, or agreeing to meet up in person. The key to maintaining her interest and attraction lies in how you end the interaction. It's easy to assume that staying longer will only increase the positive feelings, but more often than not, it's the opposite effect that takes place. Think of the conversation as climbing a hill. At first, the momentum builds, the exchange flows effortlessly, and the mood remains light and engaging. But if you stay too long, you risk crossing over that peak into a valley where the energy starts to fade and the connection weakens. Instead of amplifying the good vibes, you could unintentionally bring them down. This is particularly true when a man feels vulnerable or deeply invested in the woman he's talking to. The more time spent together, the more likely it is that his underlying insecurities or neediness will surface, which can quickly shift the dynamic. Questions like, "Why can't we just give this another shot?" or any form of pressure will immediately push her away, erasing all the progress you've made in rekindling the connection. It's important to recognize that the solution lies in mastering the art of timing. By walking away while things are still going well, you keep her wanting more. Set a mental limit on how long you'll stay engaged in the conversation. Even if she initiated contact, take control of when to wrap it up. For example, if she sends you a text just to check in, respond briefly with a pleasant exchange, but be the one to conclude the conversation on a high note. This ensures she doesn't feel overwhelmed, and instead, she'll leave the interaction with a positive impression, eager to reach out again. It's a simple yet powerful move that many men overlook, but it can make all the difference in keeping her emotionally engaged, leaving her thinking about you long after the conversation ends. If you believe that leaving on a high note is the key to keeping her interested, drop a comment right now. I know when to leave her wanting more. Like this video, subscribe for more unshakable Stoic wisdom, and always remember, timing is your secret weapon in attraction. Number 3. Evoke mystery and jealousy. The third strategy to make a woman miss you involves mastering the art of blending mystery with subtle jealousy. This is an area where many guys get it wrong. Being too blatant in their attempts to trigger jealousy such as casually mentioning that you're going on multiple dates or hanging out with other women every weekend, comes across as forced. Not only does it seem manipulative, but it also tells her that she still has a hold over you, which weakens your position and makes you look like a fallback option. The key here is subtlety. Jealousy, when done right, should barely be noticeable, wrapped in a cloak of mystery. I've made the mistake before, posting photos with girls on vacation in an effort to spark jealousy in an ex. Instead of creating intrigue, it backfired. She saw it for what it was, an obvious attempt to manipulate her emotions, and it lowered her perception of me. So how can you evoke jealousy in a way that feels natural and keeps her curious? The answer lies in keeping things ambiguous. Let's say she's checking out your social media and sees you at a concert, but there's no indication of who you're with. Instantly, questions will pop into her mind. Who's he with? Is it a date? That uncertainty stirs her curiosity and quietly fuels jealousy. The mystery of it all will keep her thinking about you, even though nothing was explicitly stated. A perfect example is my friend Ken, who went to a John Legend concert with a male friend after his friend's girlfriend couldn't make it. Ken posted a picture of the concert, and suddenly, all the women in his circle assumed he was on a date. The subtlety of not revealing his companion was enough to trigger their curiosity and spark that emotional pull. You can do something similar when talking to your ex or someone you want to reconnect with. Mention that you went skiing last weekend, but don't specify who you went with. If she asks for details, just say, "Oh, I went with a friend." That simple ambiguity keeps her guessing and wondering about your life, fueling the mystery. Another classic tactic is the appletini and beer move. The next time you're at a bar or restaurant, post a photo of a beer and an appletini on the table with a caption like, "Cheers to a great night." The appletini will subtly imply that you're with a girl, but you don't confirm anything. It plants the seed in her mind without directly stating what's going on, leaving her imagination to run wild. By mastering this balance of subtle jealousy and mystery, you'll keep her guessing and thinking about you long after your interaction has ended. The key is letting her curiosity do the heavy lifting. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead. Most men never learn the power of subtlety and mystery. They fail to keep her guessing and thinking about them. Now, it's your turn to stand out. Comment below with, "I will master the art of mystery and make her miss me." Let's hear your commitment to becoming the man who keeps her curious and captivated by commenting, "I'm ready." Number 4. Craft competition. Men, listen closely. The greatest mistake you can make is allowing yourself to fall into the trap of always being available and emotionally dependent. When a woman feels like she has complete control over your emotions, she loses interest. It's simple. If you're the guy who's always there, hanging on her every move, you signal to her that you have no value beyond being her option. This is where you need to take charge. Stop waiting around for her, especially after a breakup or when she's distant. A woman, just like any person, enjoys the power when she feels in control, when she assumes you're at her beck and call. Now, to flip the script, you must show her that her control is an illusion. You don't need her approval to thrive. Think back to a time when you had control. Remember how you felt? Powerful. The same applies to her. When she pulls away, she assumes she has the power. But you can turn this around. The moment you start living for yourself and not for her, things change. Dive into something that excites you, whether it's picking up a new sport, traveling, or exploring new passions. Let's say she checks in to see what you're up to, and instead of you sitting at home sulking, you're out there living your best life. You're hitting the golf course, traveling, skiing with friends, or mastering tennis. It's that subtle competition. She was once the center of your world, but now she's just a part of it. She'll start to notice that you're not sitting around, waiting for her to return. When she realizes you're no longer living for her, she'll wonder if she made a mistake pulling away. And that's when it hits her. The shift has happened. You've positioned yourself as the prize. You've reclaimed your value, and now she must compete for your attention. This isn't about games. It's about living in a way that forces her to confront the reality. She is no longer the focal point of your life. And that's power, my friend. As the great Aristotle once said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Embrace this wisdom and let your life be the most attractive thing to her. Now go out there and own your worth. Number 5. Stand out, be different. To make any woman miss you, one key strategy is to stand out by being different, a principle rooted in the power of unpredictability. Over time, when a woman becomes familiar with your behavior, certain patterns or expectations are set, especially if she feels she has power over you. For example, if you're always quick to reply to her texts or constantly available when she calls, these actions can make you seem predictable, and predictability leads to a lack of intrigue. As the famous philosopher Heraclitus once said, the only constant in life is change. So, to truly captivate her attention, you must embrace this concept by breaking away from your usual habits and presenting her with a new dynamic. Change how you respond to her. If you've always been the one to reply immediately, try letting her wait a little longer before responding. If you've been readily available for her whenever she wants to hang out, shift gears by making yourself less accessible. These seemingly small adjustments in behavior will throw her off, making her question whether she still has the same influence over you. But it's not just about changing how you act. It's also about shifting your appearance and personality in ways she doesn't expect. Imagine if you've never worn a beard during your time together. Growing one would give her a fresh perspective of you, making her see you in a completely new light. Similarly, if you usually dress casually, what would happen if you showed up in a sharp suit? These changes, while subtle, trigger curiosity and intrigue. By becoming someone different, someone she hasn't fully figured out, you remind her that you are not the same person she once had control over. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By embracing change, whether in your appearance or your behavior, you keep her thinking about you, and most importantly, you keep her missing what she no longer understands. So, don't be afraid to evolve, whether it's growing a beard, adopting new habits, or embracing new interests. By doing so, you will not only stand out, but also spark the kind of curiosity that keeps her coming back for more. If you find this video valuable, don't forget to like, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit from this wisdom. Be sure to subscribe for more Stoic insights that will transform your relationships and life. Comment to remember, I embrace change and stand out. Embrace the power of unpredictability and evolve into the best version of yourself. And there you have it. 5 powerful psychological tricks that can make any woman miss you, all grounded in Stoic principles. Remember, these aren't just techniques to play with someone's emotions. They're about cultivating respect, creating genuine attraction, and building a deep connection. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and let me know your thoughts or personal experiences in the comments below. I'm genuinely interested to hear how these strategies work for you. And hey, if you think someone in your life could use these tips, don't hesitate to share this video with them. Your support means a lot. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay strong, stay calm, and always be masculine.